Director of The Widow, La Viuda.
Hi, Peter Meach, writer-director of Winner Best Short Film.
Hi, Jaden Gote, producer of Jatensha.
Matt Schumann, director of Me Time.
And I'm Steve Siddell. I was the misanthrope in Me Time.
Alright, sometimes we get the itchy hands. They're not ready to really raise yet. So let's go with the easiest, the most basic, the one you hear every single festival. How'd you come up with it and how did it get made? Here we go.
I read a novel about a little sister who takes place in the 30s in Spain, who was infatuated with this priest and who was her philosophical father. And she becomes very jealous because the brother started a very tight relationship with the priest. And she finally finds out that the priest is atheist. It's a very interesting novel. So I just changed the sister for the mom and the brother for the son, because I'm very interested in mother and son's relationships.
I'm not sure why I made Winner Best Short Film, except I know a lot of Danny Kane's, and I wanted to present Danny Kane a form of his own. I had produced a movie in Japan a few years ago with the cinematographer, and he had worked with Kevin Farley on a feature called An American Carol, which is directed by David Zucker of Airplane fame. And so Stephen, the cinematographer, read the script and said, "You've got to get Kevin Farley." And Kevin read it and said, "Can John Farley, my brother, please play the other part?" And we shot it all in one day. We had a production designer who, built the pool and the exterior of the house, and actually we ended up using her backyard. She's down here, Jennifer Lass. Stand up. And that's really the story behind Winner Best Short Film, except that John Farley, the night before, we hadn't gotten in touch with him for 2 days. We didn't know if he was going to show up. And at 11 o'clock the night before the shoot, he sent me a text, and I said, "I'll see you in the morning, producer, Mr. Producer." And the text I got was, "Bullshit, I'll see you in hell." Just kidding, I'll be there.
Jatensha is an interesting story. It was actually made in part of our school program at Biola University in La Mirada, California, about 45 minutes away from Los Angeles. And the story actually came in part from a writer who's a part of a small film company just starting up in Japan named Yushibuya. And he just came up with this idea of what if a man's bike got stolen. Because in Japan, it's when we traveled over there, bikes are everywhere. That is their main transportation. The roads are like this big, and so it's huge. And all the crew was students from Biola University. The director was actually a professor of ours, but student produced, student shot, edited, and everything. And we had a bunch of other story ideas that I gathered, and I had the class vote and the crew vote, and Bicycle kind of just pulled out. And so for about one semester, we went back and forth getting rewrites from our students and the writer over there, and we came up with Jatensha. And yeah, we were there for 2 weeks, shot 1 week, kind of guerrilla film style in Japan, just all over Tokyo, and then yeah, and then it's just been a blessing since.
I guess it's a little embarrassing. I'll say
call you
that
back
I have
later.
A lot of really great friends. But I think there are, moments where it's like a little fantasy where you wish you didn't have to go to any parties, or any event for that matter. Maybe I'm the only one. That's where Me Time came from, and it was originally a feature idea that I just kind of tried to craft into a short. And I work in the film. How it got made, I work in reality television as a gaffer. And so I was able to get crew to help me out, and made it with the help of my friends over a weekend.
All right.